G'day everyone, a few weeks ago I did a video on this, the DG001G Makita Earth Auger 40 volt, and it looked a bit like this. And then I thought I'd see how good the HP001G, or if you are in the States, that's the GPH01, the standard hammer drill, the first drill that Makita released on the 40 volt line. How good would that do with some augers? And we tried that and it did surprisingly well. Wow! But in the comments for this video, I got a surprisingly large amount of people asking, should have done it with an impact wrench. I want to see it with an impact wrench. If you do it with an impact wrench, there's less chance of you injuring your wrist. Because when you use this, you're fighting against the tool, and when it catches, you know, the tool wants to spin, and yeah, it can hurt your wrist. But will an impact wrench be able to drive an earth auger? I think the overriding reason why people think an impact wrench will do a better job than a drill comes down to the torque, the Newton meter ratings, the foot pounds, the inch pounds. This, for instance, is rated, I think, at 141 Newton meters, whereas this is rated at something like 750. So you'd think, oh yeah, so much more torque. But you're forgetting that they're completely different tools. This will just turn and just go for it, whereas this, when it feels resistance, uses impacts to impart the torque that it needs to release something. So can you really imagine driving an earth auger with something that's going bang, 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 bang? Is that going to be better on your wrist than the chance of it just twisting once at the end? Would you really want the constant vibration going through? And can this even drill an auger into dirt? I very much doubt it. And if it did, it's going to be painfully slow because it's just going to be tick, 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 tick. But so many of you wanted to see it, even after myself and others explaining down in the comments that it just wasn't going to work. So many of you still didn't believe us, still want to see it go. So, even though I think this is not going to work, I will attach this to this and we'll go drive a 150mm auger, which is this size, 6 inches. I'm not even going to attempt the 300mm yet that I put on the on this one. We'll start with the 150 because I don't even think it's going to do that. I don't think it's got any chance of turning the 300 at all. It'll turn it until it feels any resistance, and then it will just be a noise that will drive your neighbors insane. So, can it do it? Were you one of the people that thought it can? Quick, leave your comments, put your money where your mouth is. I don't think it's got a snowball's chance of doing it, and here is the talk test channel to explain why this won't do it when this will. Oh shit, that's right, I haven't told him that I was doing this video yet. Yeah, so he hasn't got back to me because I haven't told him. So maybe in the future I'll add that into this part of the video. Yeah. Sometimes when you got an idea, you just got to run with it quick, don't you? So, don't have time to do all the things I want to do in a video. But I'm sure he's watching. Anyway, let's go do this, or not do it. We'll see. If you've ever driven large screws with one of these, compared to one of these, yikes, or one of these, you'll already know the outcome of this video. I have the TW008G here set to its highest setting. I'm gonna try and drill a hole over there and that stuff. And we'll also do one next to the trio planted the other day with the 300mm auger and the, oi, squawky birds, the 300mm auger on the hammer drill. We'll drill a hole here somewhere because this soil is relatively newly laid and not as compressed. Bane of my life, all these damn noises every time I video. Siren, helicopter, plane, car alarm. Unbelievable. Where's the barking dog? And I'm going to use it with the 5 amp hour battery to give it the best chance possible. 3, 2, 1. This ground's a bit gluggy and clayey. definitely not better on the wrist. Or the ears. So not only did it not work too well, but the pin sort of moving, but it won't come out. I'm guessing all that impacting has twisted it a little bit on the inside, so I'm going to try and whack the bugger out. I'm a little bit worried about it damaging this as well. I don't want to, these are pretty expensive and not designed for impacting, and still a bit stuck. The pin has taken a bit of a beating. There is a lot of scoring on it. Not going to last long with an impact wrench on it. Let's try the 100mm auger. Put it on a lower gear. And I know you're still going to want to see the 300. Okay, 300mm. I'm going to test the decibel reading for this one too. 3, 2, 1. Not a hope. And 95 decibels that was. It's even loud with the earmuffs on, really. Horrible noise, that metal banging on metal. So there you go, it's not a viable option. And some of you are going to now be saying, of course, what about the high torque impact wrenches? It's still not going to work, okay? And the noise is horrific, and the vibration on your hands is awful, way worse than trying to handle the drill. So don't do it, don't bother, it's a waste of time, it destroys your bits. This pin's almost knackered, it's even stretched it, it's got big chunks out of it, it wouldn't last long. If you break these in this part of the world, they're about $70 each, so you just, yeah, not worth it, and isn't very effective. So thanks for putting forward the idea for the video, guys. It was fun to make, and it's how we all learn, isn't it? So what else though can I drive these auger bits with? How about a power head with a bit of stuff stuck on it? Okay, and that's what I've been driving the augers with. I'll put a link to that down in the description. But what can I drive with that sucker? Thanks for watching, and I will see you on another one again next week. You know how this works by now, eh? And if you're into Makita 40 volt stuff and you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, come on, get into it. Cheers, guys and gals. Have a good one. 3, 2, 1.